There's a chest.
Allow me. I could do that for you.
Dalish boots. What else do we have? Elganon, God of vengeance. Long ago, when time itself was young, the only things in existence were the sun and the land. The sun, curious about the land, bowed his head close to her body, and Elganon was born in the place where they touched. The sun and the land loved Elganon greatly, for he was beautiful and clever. As a gift to Elganon, the land brought forth great birds and beasts of sky and forest and all manner of wonderful green things. Elganon loved his mother's gifts, and praised them highly, and walked amongst them often. The sun, looking down upon this fruitful land, saw the joy that Elganon took in her works, and grew jealous. Out of spite he shone his face full upon all the creatures of the earth had created, and burned them all to ashes. The land cracked and split from bitterness and pain, and cried salt tears for the loss of all she had wrought. The pool of tears cried for the land became the ocean, and the cracks in her body the first rivers and streams. Elganon was furious at what his father had done, and vowed vengeance. He lifted himself into the sky and wrestled the sun, determined to defeat him. They fought for an eternity, and eventually the sun grew weak, while Elganon's rage was unabated. Eventually Elganon threw the sun down from the sky and buried him deep in a deep abyss created by the land's sorrow. With the sun gone, the world was covered in shadow, and all that remained in the sky were the reminders of Elganon's battle with his father, drops of the sun's lifeblood, which twinkled and shimmered in the darkness. From the tale of Elganon and the Sun, as told by Gisharel, keeper of the Ralafaran clan of the Dalish Elves. Okay, apparently the Sun and the Earth had a baby. The baby's name was Elganon. The baby it was a mama's boy. The dad was like, what on earth? And had a fight with the mom. Apparently he was extremely vindictive.
I hear only the Dalish can control the Hala. They listen to no one else.
Well, it's apparently not a control thing. It's more of like, hey, oh, you're cool with the forest and stuff? We cool with the forest and stuff. We cool. Or something along that nature. From what I understand, the Hala are semi-sentient. And the elves show them respect, and thus the Hala show them, the elves, respect. At least the Dalish elves, anyway. That's not what I wanted to do. Codex. They sell Gillanon was one of the people in the days before Elathan, and the chosen of Andril the Huntress. She was very beautiful, with hair of snowy white and as graceful as a gazelle. She kept always to Andril's ways, and Andril favored her above all others. One day, while hunting in the forest, Gillanon came across a hunter she did not know. At his feet lay a hawk, shot through the heart by an arrow. Gillanon was filled with rage, for the hawk, along with the hare, is an animal much beloved of Andril. Gillanon demanded that the hunter make an offering to Andril in exchange for taking the life of one of her creatures. The hunter refused, and Gillanon called upon the goddess to curse him, so that he could never again hunt and kill a living creature. Gillanon's curse took hold, and the hunter found that he was unable to hunt. His prey would dart out of sight, and his arrows would fly astray. His friends and family began to mock him for his impotence. For what use is a hunter who cannot hunt? Ashamed, the hunter swore he would find Gillanon and repay her for what she had done to him. He found Gillanon while she was out on a hunt with her sisters, and lured her away from them with lies and false words. He told Gillanon that he had learned his lessons and begged her to come with him, so she could teach him to make a proper offering to Andril. Moved by his plea, Gillanon followed the hunter, and when they were away from all of her sisters, the hunter turned on Gillanon. He blinded her first, and then bound her as one would bind a kill fresh from the hunt. Because she was cursed, the hunter could not kill her. Instead, he left her for dead in the forest. Gillanon prayed to the gods for help. She prayed to Elganon for vengeance, to Mother Mithil to protect her, but above all, she prayed to Andril. Andril sent her heirs to Gillanon, and they chewed through the ropes that bound her, but Gillanon was still wounded and blind and could not find her way home. So Andril turned her into a beautiful white deer, the first Hala, and Gillenane found her way back to her sisters and led them to the hunter, who was brought to justice. And since that day the Hala have guided the people, and have never led us astray, for they listen to the voice of Gillenane. And the tale of Gillenane is told by Gish-Arel, keeper of the Ralafarin clan of the Dalish Elves. I am probably butchering the pronunciation they want us to use, but, you know, that's not really much of a thing.
Who comes? Oh, I beg your pardon, stranger. I was so busy attending to the Hala, I did not hear your approach.
You did not notice that I was standing here? Who are
My
you?
name is Alora. I am the master herder in charge of caring for the Hala. Not as exciting as being a Grey Warden, but the Hala are vital to us.
You think being a Grey Warden is exciting?
As much as I assumed you thought my task boring in comparison. Am I wrong?
Working with animals would be quite rewarding.
You're kind to say so, but it is not quite on the same level as saving the lands from the spread of shadow, I am sure. In truth, my place as the master herder is a small one, but one I am quite satisfied with. Would that we could all find such peace with our lot in life.
What is a
They are
Hala?
the noble beasts that pull our Aravel, what humans call landships. They are our companions and our guides.
You make them sound like friends.
That's exactly what they are, in fact. We ride the Hala, but never with reins or a saddle. It is the Hala who decide where to lead us, and our privilege that they take our Aravel with them. In return, it's the herder's job to speak to the Hala and care for their needs. It's a bond of friendship, and not servitude.
So why have you separated this one from the
I
others?
fear she may have been bitten during the werewolf attack. I have tried speaking with her, but she is too agitated for me to understand. The curse would not affect her as it would us, but it would still be lethal. And it may prove contagious to the other Hala as well. I can find no wound on her, but if she's truly ill, then I will have to put her out of her misery, for her sake as well as that of the others.
Is there anything I can do to help?
I don't know. Do you have any skills that might help her? If you do, I would be grateful. Yes, that's it. She's calming down. That's it, love. Be calm. Tell me what troubles you. Ah, I see. It is her life mate who is sick, not her. He was bitten on the leg during the attack, and she fears greatly for him. I did not realize another Hala was injured. This will allow me to prevent the sickness from spreading to the entire herd. Masiranus, thank you. You have done my clan a great boon this day. I will always be grateful for your help.
Codex updated. Hala. No creature is more revered by the Dalish than the Hala. No other animal has a god of its own. These white stags are much larger than ordinary deer, and the Dalish Hala keepers carve their antlers as they grow, making them curve into intricate designs. In ancient times, these stags bore elven knights into combat, but since the fall of the Dales, they are used less as mounts and more to pull the Aravels. The Dalish, who band together in small groups of blood relatives, travel in ornately carved wagons known as Aravel, drawn by large white stags called Hala. The Aravel are a unique sight, beautiful in their swooping curvature, and adorned with broad hoods and bright silken cloths that flap in the wind, often displaying the noble banners that once flew over that family's house. Most humans refer to the Aravel as landships, for in the strong wind it can often appear as if the elves travel in long boats, with sails high overhead to announce their arrival or warn others away. The Hala are unique to the elves, and any but elven handlers consider them ornery and almost impossible to train. To the Dalish they are noble beasts, superior in breeding to the horse. Certainly, most humans would agree that the Hala are as beautiful as the elves themselves. The fact that many imperial nobles maintain a bounty on Hala horns that find their way into the Tevinter is an affront to Dalish the Dalish consider unforgivable. Few among us can claim to have seen the Dalish land ships up close. Any human who sees them on the horizon does well to head the other way. Few Dalish clans take kindly to humans intruding on their camps, and more than one tale tells of troublemaking humans who found themselves mercilessly filled with Dalish arrows. From In Pursuit of Knowledge, The Travels of a Chantry Scholar by Brother Gen TV. Trying to pick up everything before I go anywhere.
I greet you, stranger. It is good to see another elf, even if you are not one of the wandering clans. I trust my people have not been too harsh in their treatment of you.
I don't mind, I understand.
That is very generous of you. Most would assume we are unkind as a rule, and that is not the case. Especially not to a Grey Warden. But we have lost much, and it is easy to forget simple niceties at such a time. I understand you will search for the wolves in the Brazilian forest. I would join you, but Zathrian has forbidden me.
You do not seem very happy about that.
None of us are happy about this situation, and I least of all. But I shouldn't trouble you with this. You have your own concerns, I am certain.
I'd like to hear about it.
Perhaps you could help me with it. I would certainly appreciate anything you could do. My wife Delilah and I both fought the werewolves in the ambush. She was injured so gravely, the curse spread rapidly in her. Zathrian fought hard to ease her pain, but there was little he could do. And though he says that Delilah is dead, he will not let me see her body. I am beginning to believe she became a werewolf, and that it is being kept from me so I do not go chasing after her. If I could just know if Delilah is alive, or what happened to her, then I could be at peace.
I'll seek her out in the forest.
I have an amulet made by our craftsman. It's not much, but I would be happy to give it to you in return for any news.
What are you doing? You've warped the wood completely. Did you leave it out in the rain?
No, Master Ferrothorn. I think I just used too much heat.
You're not smelting ore like a Durgenlin. This is living wood. It requires patience and delicate hands, not more heat.
My actions bring me sorrow, Master Ferrothorn.
And so they should. Truly the art will be lost to us forever at this rate. Throw away your dead wood and start anew, and I shall speak to our guest. Now then, please forgive my distraction, stranger. Is there something that you need?
What exactly do you make
I'm
here?
the clan's craftsmaster. It's my responsibility to learn what I can of the ancient elven arts of shaping wood and ore. In truth, we Dalish know little of the art compared to what we once did. And even what we know has taken us many lifetimes to achieve. There is wood that, if treated properly, is as hard as steel but far lighter. It grows only in this forest. Ironbark. The keeper has forbidden us from entering the forest to collect the wood. This means I cannot make our finest crafts for years to come.
What if I found some ironbark
I
for
would
me?
be hesitant to ask it of you, but if you should come across ironbark, I suppose there would be no harm in gathering some. It is blue and very distinctive. You can only harvest the bark which has fallen off the tree from age. Now, if you find some, bring it to me, and I will craft it for you.
Well, very well. I'll take a look when I'm in the forest.
That would please me, so long as our hunters come first.
I'd like to barter with you.
I am no merchant, but let us trade. Perhaps there's something here which will be of value to you.
Ash Warrior Axe. Darnamasu. Darkspawn Dagger. Greatsword. Longsword. Bow. Crystals. That shall go away. Dead Tig Shanker. Boopity boop 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 boop. Gonna sell these. Gonna sell these and this and this, and this, and this. Remarkable ruby. I wonder if that has... Oh, yeah, that's one of those. Dupe. Dupe. One to sell the green... I think the green stone is, like, not actually usable. I'm not keeping that. I care less about the spirit shards. Frost rocks. Metal shards. Death root can go away. Okay. So, yeah. I'm not keeping acid flasks either. I don't actually use them. It is pointless for me to have them. So they shall go away. Gift. I thought as much. Okay. So, here's what I'm going to do. Let's see. Got a whole bunch of gold. So I'm gonna buy all of these. I'll go ahead and buy these as well. And I might as well buy some injury kits. I'm definitely buying this backpack. I need more space in my inventory. I'll just buy a whole bunch of elf fruit. And I still have a whole bunch of gold. Yay. Caman. Okay, yeah, I believe this is the last of these that I can do before I head out.
Hello?
He looks a little bit less dumb. Hello, yourself. Who are you?
I am Caman, a hunter apprentice. Though I wish I could become a real hunter.
Why can't you?
I shouldn't be talking about this to an outsider. You wouldn't understand.
Try me. I might surprise you.
I suppose there's no harm in it. It's not like you can help me. I've been an apprentice for too long. To become a true hunter, I must bring back the pelt of a beast I killed myself. A boar or a wolf or something. I wanted to hunt in the forest, but we're forbidden to enter because of the attack. But the real problem is Gaina.
Girl problems, I see.
She's my heart's desire. I have asked for her hand, but she cruelly refuses it. She will not bond with an apprentice, she says, and calls me a child. I am no child. If I was a hunter, I could prove it, but I cannot hunt, and Gaina will never bond with me. I feel so helpless. I shouldn't have brought it up. Just leave me to my misery.
There must be subways to solve your
You
problem.
think I haven't thought about this? There's nothing I can do.
Perhaps I could talk to Gaina for you?
I suppose you could, but what good would that do? The situation hasn't changed.
I can be pretty persuasive.
Really? I'm willing to try anything.
Well, I mean, it can't hurt.
Cyranas, oh ma Cyranas, I will pray to the goddess of love that you are successful.
successful in hooking the doofus up. Okay, let's see here how this is gonna work. I remember that there might be certain dialogue options that might not work or
Andurin
something.
Atishan, outsider.
You are Gaina, correct? Caman mentioned you.
You spoke to him? What did he say?
He said that you refused to give him your hand.
I don't expect an outsider to understand our ways, but I just can't bond with Caman. He's been a hunter apprentice for over 2 years now, and he's yet to slay a proper beast. Each time he's tried, something has gone wrong. Perhaps the creators do not wish us to bond. I cannot bond with an apprentice hunter, can I?
If you love him, it doesn't matter what he is, does it?
But what if he never becomes a proper hunter? What will become of our family?
If you love him, then believe in him and help him
Oh,
succeed.
you are right. I have made poor Caman miserable. No wonder he cannot complete his hunt. Masiranas, thank you. You have helped me put this into perspective. I will go and speak to Caman.
If the two of you like each other and support each
Caman,
other...
I have been a fool.
Why am I suddenly over here again?
What do you mean? Have you changed your mind?
I have. The outsider has helped me to see that I was wrong. I have made you miserable, and I should not have.
But what about my hunt?
I don't care about that. I know you will pass your hunt in time, and we will be happy. Us and our children.
Thank you, Gaina. You've made me a happy man. I feel blessed by the gods today.
No, it's done. Thank you for not actually
We are
kissing
both
Kate.
very grateful for the part
Kissing.
you played in bringing us together.
How marvelous you are. I am so happy.
This is so wonderful. Young love allowed to flourish.
Here, take this. It's been in my family for a very long time, but I hope it plays some part in your battle against the Darkspawn. It's the very least we could do.
Suddenly I have more stuff. Liliana approves. +4. More codex. Crappity-doo-dah-day. In the days after the rising of Zazakel, the Dark Ones covered every corner of the land. The Archdemon drove all the nations of the world before him, Shemlin and Elven alike. In the far north, where the hills wander the plains and the earth is eternally baked beneath the uncaring sun, the lands which the Shemlin called Anderfels, a clan of our people lived, struggling to survive the blight. Aloran was their keeper. A hunter in his younger days. Crafty as any wolf, he led his people always ahead, just ahead of the Darkspawn who chased them. But the old hunter knew that even Hala cannot run forever. They must turn and fight or be run down. At the foot of the Meridian, Darkspawn cornered Aloran's clan. That night the moon was strangled by the clouds, the earth concealed by a dread mist that rose out of nowhere, so that the elven could not tell up from down. In the confusion, the Darkspawn attacked. But Aloran had prepared for them. All around the camp, the hunters had strewn dry grass, brush, and brambles. When the sound of rustling footballs began, Aloran and the other Harren called upon the old magic. They struck out with lightning, and though the bolts missed the Darkspawn, they hit their target all the same. The sea of kindling lit, and not one of the dark creatures made it through the fire to reach Aloran's clan. From the tale of Aloran, written by Zathrian, as it has been passed down from keeper to keeper for generations. There we go. Now we've done all the, side quest loot things in the camp. There's a chest, but it's the one that they say, nope, don't open. Do not open the box. The box is not openable. We refuse to let you open the box.
I'm off.
Now to enter the Brazilian forest proper. The West Brazilian forest.
Let's try not to get too lost. It's It's easy to get turned around in a place like this.
Oh, you have no idea.
Now we're going to bed.
We have done well.
I'm off.
It is done.
Great. This is one of those obnoxious maps where you don't know up from down, left or right, and it's just a pain in the neck. Oh look, it's Andraste's Grace. It's a giant bear! It's a giant bear that's not happy to see me!
We have done well.
The bear had nothing, apparently. I'm going back this way. Also because that enters a cutscene and I'd rather pick up all the extra small stuff I can before trying to... Wait a minute. I'm pretty sure I killed that thing. Yes, I did. Wolf pelt. Do 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 do. Okay, so I believe I'm now at the point where I am essentially forced to go. Yeah, I'm at that point. I've picked up all the side stuff. Alright, and I'm going to call the recording here because I have found that if I continue recording despite the fact that I've gone over like several hours worth, it causes the video to like video and audio to desync after a while into the footage, and I'd rather not have that issue anymore. So I will call it here. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time.